Hi everyone. So I promised that I would give you a video showing you a little bit more about the ThingLink account, which the ThingLink account is what we are going to use to create basically your final project. Just as a reminder, this is called the Creative Media Assignment, and here are the instructions that I gave for you guys. So essentially you're going to imagine that you are presenting information to one of three groups of audiences. And you're going to use the images that I have given you on Blackboard, and you're going to tag these images. So the first thing you need to do is you need to register for an account with ThingLink. So I clicked on this address here, and I put in my email address and a password, and it brought me to this screen. So I'm putting in my name, role, which I'm showing this to you guys as a student. So here's the role, student. A date of birth. Please note that is not my date of birth. You just have to be at least 13 years old in order to have your own account on ThingLink. So I just threw in a birth date in there so that they would know that I was at least 13. And then it asks for your invite code. So the invite code is here on the document again. So this is the code that you use. So I'm going to copy that and put that here. And I really don't want to subscribe to their newsletter. And then we'll hit get started. Okay, great. So here it says, welcome to your ThingLink account. And here's all of the inspiring ideas and things that you can do. Let's see. We're going to click on create right here. And the first thing we'll need to do is we'll need to upload an image. So coming back to Blackboard. So let me come back to Blackboard. Here's where the images are. And so I've given you a whole host of different images to choose from. You can choose any one you want. What you need to do is you need to download these to your computer first. And then once they're downloaded to your computer, then you can upload them on ThingLink. So I'm going to do this image right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is, that's not on your end. Let me turn my edit mode off real quick. Here we go. So I'm going to right click this and I'm going to save image as. And I'm just going to pick something real quick, student assignment images 1. That sounds perfectly fine to me, so we'll save it. And then I'm going to come back to my ThingLink account and I'm going to come to upload image. And there's my student assignment image number 1. So I'm going to hit OK. Okay, and here's my image. So now we're here sort of in our dashboard, or our creator, if you will. So here's the image, and what you need to do is you need to tag this image with 10 tags. And again, a tag is simply something that gives us more information about the image that we're looking at. So I'm going to hit this add tag, and it gives you, let me move this over so you can see it. It gives you some options. So do you want to add text in media? Do you want to add content from a website? Do you want to create a tour? Do you want to add a text label? Mostly probably the button that you're going to be pressing is this one, add text in media here. And then it's going to give you some information. So what are we going to call this? So I'm going to call this something maybe about chromosomes, or let's call it chromosomes. And my description is, what is a chromosome? And then I need some sort of a URL here. So let's go back and open a new browser, and I'm just going to do, what is a chromosome? And let's see what website pops up. And here's a good one. What is a chromosome from? This is a good website. So this is the U.S. National Library of Medicine. It gives us a lot of information about what a chromosome is. So this is a really good website to use. So I'm going to use this website, and I'm going to put it right there. And then we are done, and hit the done button. Okay, so now if you see this little plus sign right here, when someone clicks on it, it'll say what is a chromosome, and it'll take them to that website. Okay, so then you're going to do that again. You're going to do that 10 times, and you can move your buttons around, by the way. So my little tag here, I want to put it actually on the chromosome itself so you can actually see it. You can also, if you really wanted to get fancy inside or sort of change the tag buttons, you can do that as well, but that's okay. But, feel free to add as many different things as you can. And remember, try to keep in mind this audience, right? So if I am presenting, again, to people who are familiar with DNA and heredity, I can present what it is a chromosome in something a little bit more complicated than I might use for a high school audience or for a general public audience. And again, the idea is that you want to have a variety of things: news articles, animations, video clips. It should be appropriate for your audience, and also it should be informational. That's kind of the idea here. But also then make sure that the tags that you're choosing are appropriate for your image as well. So if this particular image, we're talking about chromosomes, we've got, you could talk about different parts of the cell. Let me move the screen over here a little bit. You can talk about karyotypes. You could talk about genetic diseases and disorders. So there'd be a host of things you could talk about here, but you probably wouldn't want to necessarily talk about biotechnology with this particular image, for example. So once you've got your 10 tags, you're going to save it and close it. And then you can, we can edit and call this something else. Although, actually, hold on, save image. It's not, well, in any case, you can make changes, and you can change the, you can change the image or the name of the image and things. There it is. You hit on the little, there was a little button there, so you can change this to, scenario B, and then your name, for example. So then my name would be Crystal, right? And then it's just privacy settings. Leave it as my organization, because everyone who is in our class should be able to see these different projects. And then you will hit save. And then that's it. That's the process. And then once that is finished, you can go ahead then and let's see if we can go back to ThingLink. And then under My Media, you should be able to see the images from your own images, and then also the images from the other students in the class. And then you'll use those other images to be able to do your peer review of somebody else. And then don't forget also that you will need to do a sort of a self-review. Oops. Nope, let me get back here. Here we are, there's Blackboard. And then you'll be able to do a self-review as well. That was part of the project as well. So again, pretty simple. Sign up for an account, put in the invite code that I gave you, upload your images, and start tagging away. Let me know if you have any questions, and good luck. Remember, the project is due December the 1st.